Welcome to the Real Estate Espresso Podcast, your morning shot of what's new in the world of real estate investing. I'm your host, Victor Menashe. On today's show, we're talking about genuine giving. You may have heard the term givers get. Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, Business Networking International, has put this philosophy at the core of his organization. Some people believe that the concept of givers get is tied to the law of reciprocity. The truth is that there is no law of reciprocity. While reciprocity is a feature of certain cultures, it's not the law. Therein lies the difference. In fact, I'm going to argue that the law of reciprocity doesn't really exist. It's a lie. True giving is just giving. Giving with an expectation of something in return isn't giving. That's an unspoken form of trading or bartering. Giving involves giving with no expectation. Anything else is a form of manipulation. When you're dealing with people in business, you'll encounter a full spectrum of values. At one end of the spectrum, you'll encounter the scarcity mentality. These are the people who believe that there's only so much money, only so much opportunity, only so much business to be done. For me to get more, I need to take from you. The world is a zero-sum game. If you're making more money, that means that somehow I'm making less. Now, we all know that economic activity can, in fact, increase the velocity of money. The faster money moves through the economy, the more everybody earns. When money slows down, there's no more or less money, but it seems like there is. We can do more when more money flows through our hands. We don't necessarily need to hold on to it. Money sitting in a bank earning 1% isn't very productive. That is, unless the bank lends it out and the borrower puts that money to good use to multiply the local economy. The opposite of scarcity mentality is abundance mentality. This is the idea that if I create more opportunity, I'm not taking someone else's slice of the pie, I'm making the pie bigger. Of course, there are some economic systems that are set up to be artificially constrained. If I want to be a taxi driver and there's a fixed number of licenses available, I must compete against someone else for that license. Otherwise, I'm out of a job. These situations do exist in real life, but they're a man-made artificial creation. In the world of abundance, there's no shortage of music. There's no surplus of music. Regardless of the environment, the true musician will create a new work, refine it, practice it, promote it, perform it, and ultimately create a fortune. None of that comes easily, and none of that involves asking permission or getting a license or pushing down another musician to somehow make your music more successful. So let's go back to the law of reciprocity. There has to be some truth to it, otherwise intelligent people wouldn't be saying it. In my opinion, there's another mechanism at play. In this respect, I'm making a distinction between correlation and causality. Correlation is when two or more things seem to happen frequently together at the same time. For example, the vast majority of people who die were wearing a shirt at the time. Clearly, the shirt was not a cause of death. Yet we often confuse correlation and causality. The law of reciprocity is one of those cases. People who share the same values tend to hang out with each other. We're creatures of community and connection. We feel most connected with those who believe the same things we do, who share the same values. People who have a sense of entitlement will gravitate towards each other and reinforce each other's beliefs. People who believe in scarcity, they'll gravitate towards each other and also reinforce each other's beliefs. And people who believe in abundance will gravitate towards each other and reinforce each other's beliefs. It's when those people who are true givers get together in the same room that giving happens. It just happens because you're in a room full of people who share the same values. Givers give, takers take, liars lie, cheaters cheat. You get it. Creating the environment where givers give is all about attracting the people who share the same values of giving. Now, some people who are not particularly strong in their values, when placed in a generous environment, can adapt and become generous. They can amplify that quality that's within most of us and sometimes suppressed by the environment. So think about the environment you're creating. In the meantime, have an awesome rest of your day. Go make some great things happen. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow.